All right, today is Wednesday, November 24th, 2021. I'm going to take a look at the price action on the NASDAQ this morning using AbleTrend charts. It is the day before Thanksgiving, holiday week, so you never really know what you're going to get leading up into a holiday. Today is the last trading day for myself. I will not be trading on Friday as it's a half day, a shortened, condensed day in the market. And then obviously the market's closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving. But let's jump in and take a look at the price action this morning. As you can see, kind of start on a little sell. And then from there, we kind of had a little somewhat of an uptrend going into the middle of the day. So most of the morning was kind of this little uptrend, but let's zoom in to market open. At market open, we got a great sell. Here's the opening bar. Came up, we already had 3-minute and 2-minute resistance printing, and the opening bar went up, tested those levels, came back down, and then gave us a 1-minute sell. I actually was not been in this mindset of just sitting on my hands for the first 5 or so minutes of the market, so I was not prepared to pull the trigger early in the market. But this is, if you're going to do it, this is the ideal setup. When you have, you had a sell signal for a good amount of time, almost an hour or so leading up to market open, got that quick test of resistance, and that was the first test of this trend, going up to test that 2 and 3-minute. That was the first test. And so given that information, it being the first test, and then a quick reversal to the downside and a 1-minute sell signal printing, that's the ideal entry at market open. If you are going to enter at market open, obviously there's a lot of risk. And as you can see, I mean, let's say we get in at 78, it got down to a low of 38, so got 40 points, could have locked in anything within there. And as you can see, it quickly reverses. And if you had your stop at the second level there, you would have been stopped out. And so it's kind of, if you're going to take that opening trade, you got to be prepared to lock in profit quite quickly. I sat on my hands for this whole area right here. Actually, I take that back. I did jump in right here on the print of this bar. So we had this sweet spot, but we had the blue oscillator printing. And I was just looking to scalp this and take a quick little profit, which is exactly what I did. We went to the red oscillator following that sweet spot, and I wanted to see a full print of that with a red bar still. And so I went in right here. So it was pretty aggressive. So I was in around 44.5 or so. It went against me about 11 points, and then continued to the downside and got to a low of almost 100. So in at 44. So there was about, again, 40 points in it or so. And I certainly locked in pretty quickly and secured my profit, just because don't like taking a trade so far away from the resistance levels, because price always wants to kind of come back to those resistant levels, kind of like a magnet, kind of like a moving average in a way, where it comes down, it gets overextended, and wants to come back up. So that was a quick little scalp right there off of that sweet spot, and with the oscillator turning red. Looking back, not an ideal trade, like I said, just being so far away from 1-minute resistance. But maybe I got lucky there. Who knows what it was? Obviously, quickly reversed to the upside, and we had a buy signal that would have presented itself right at this level at about 206. So again, huge moves lately. So this got down to about 100, and then from that low to here, I mean, that's 100 points. So huge reversal. And we were in here at about 06. And again, I've been utilizing my strategy of just kind of taking shorter scalp type trades, quick profit. I think I had a 15-point profit target on this one, and I let that get up there and get that. So that was a nice quick little scalp on that buy, kind of acceleration to the upside. As you can see, it was the right strategy for this entry right here because we quickly reversed back down to support, blew through support, never got a sell signal, came all the way down and tested the 2-minute support, and then continued back up. I did get back in this trend when the guidelines told me to do so. So we obviously have a sweet spot right here, but we're using this oscillator to kind of guide us on these sweet spots. The first blueprint of the oscillator was here, and so we would be taking the next blueprint of the oscillator, but those were green bars, and so I sat on my hands, then we went to a red oscillator. Had that been a blue one, I'd be in right here. That would have been an awesome kind of acceleration to the upside to capitalize on. Continue to sit on my hands and just follow the guidelines. Here's then went back to blue oscillator, and then so on this next print, I was in right here. Again, not ideal after you have this big long bar. Would have preferred to get in here and enjoy that long bar being in the trade, but instead I got in here around that 27 level. It went against me almost a full 15 points, which typically is what I use as a stop. I was not stopped out on that one, then continued to the upside, and I was able to lock in some profit on that one as well. So I've been kind of just taking these quick hits. It was the right strategy for today, just because there's no real solid trend that kind of formalized. We kind of got this acceleration to the upside and then pullbacks. So that was another good trade there. Kind of moving along, just kind of, like I said, no real trend, chopping around quite a bit. Next trade came in right here around 8:10 on the West Coast. Big bar, didn't love that, but that's a valid buy signal. So we're in right here at maybe 67.5 or so, and pulled against you 8 or so points. And then from there, this was the best trend of the morning, probably just a lot of consecutive blue bars going in the right direction. In at 60, let's call it 68. Would have been, 2 green bar exit here, not stopped out, 2 green bar exit there. Let's call it 14. So in at 68, out at 14. That's about, what is that? 46 points. So that was probably the best trend of the day. I was out right around this area for a quick kind of scalp, if you will. Yeah, so that was trading for Wednesday, November 24th, 2021, day before Thanksgiving. Overall, it was a decent day. Not a lot of real solid trends. Got just a couple here and there. But the price was pretty smooth and reacted to the signals quite well, which was nice going into the holiday. So that is it for today. Happy Thanksgiving.